That this heart that is sound and good is a heart that is safe from having any partner with Allah whatsoever in it. It's not attached to other than Allah in any manner whatsoever. The heart is not attached to other than Allah in any manner whatsoever. In any manner whatsoever. Meaning that it's full of at-tawheed. The heart is full of at-tawheed. The tawheed is strong. No matter what happens to this heart, he knows that it's from Allah, from the good and the bad. From the good and the bad. And therefore he acts accordingly in every situation. This is the sound heart. عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ. How amazing is the affair of the believer. And again, this is the case. The believer with the qalb salim, the believer with the sound heart. With a sound heart. And every situation is good for him because he has faith and he believes and he has knowledge. And he has guidance and he has light. He has guidance and he has light. So therefore his heart is alive. And he knows how to traverse through this life safely. And he knows how to traverse through this life safely. His heart is not attached to the dunya or anything or anyone in the dunya. It's attached to the creator of the dunya. And it's hoping and fearing the creator of the dunya alone. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, بَلْ قَدْ خَلَصَتْ عُبُودِيَّتُهُ لِلَّهِ تَعَالَى. That verily the servitude in this person's heart is pure. Is pure and only for Allah Azza wa Jal. Iradatan. The irada meaning the desire, what a person wants. It doesn't, meaning he only wants Allah. He only wants the pleasure of Allah. Anything in this life that will help a person get to the pleasure of Allah, he loves that and he's upon that and he's trying to reach that and get that and obtain that. And anything that would deter him from that, then he stays away from it. Then he stays away from it. If a person, he has this in his mind, this is what he hopes for and wants. This is the means of success. This is the means of success for an individual. And likewise for families. And likewise for families. When a man and a wife, they want to come together, they both have to be upon this. And then they have to agree upon this. This is why they come together. This is how the household will be strong. That, me, I only want the pleasure of Allah. You only want the pleasure of Allah. We come together seeking the pleasure of Allah. If anybody does anything that's questionable, me or you, we ask each other, is Allah pleased with this? If I did something and you don't like it, we ask each other, is Allah pleased with my action and my statement? If we find out according to the evidence that he is, then we comply to that. If we find out and according to the evidence that he's not pleased with that, then we strive to remove that. So then we help each other together upon the pleasure of Allah. The people who have this in their hearts and this is what they want, they will be given success bi'idhnillah if they take the effort. And the families that have this together, likewise, many of the problems will be solved. Why are you talking like that? Why are you speaking in that tone? Is Allah pleased with that? If they're sincere and they want the pleasure of Allah, whenever that comes to them, that reprimand comes to them, the heart is alive to accept that and it will humble itself. Yeah, Allah doesn't like that. Allah doesn't like for the husband to raise his voice and to be harsh and to be rude in every moment. And likewise, Allah, He doesn't love for the wife to do the same thing. And Allah, He doesn't love for this and He doesn't love that. So therefore, we find these affairs that Allah, He doesn't love in our life and we strive to remove them. And we work together upon that way. This is the means of success. First, it has to be an individual, and then in the families, and in this manner, the community grows. And then in this manner, the community grows. They raise their family upon that. They raise their children upon that. The child, he wants a toy from Walmart. You ask the child, is Allah pleased with that toy? This toy right here, they're claiming they have superpowers. This toy right here, they say he brings the rain. If you teach the child tawheed from the very beginning, al-rububiyyah, no, I don't want that toy, that's haram. A'udhu billah. He will know that. He will learn that. And even if his desire called him to that, you can tell him now because he has the asl that Allah is not pleased with this toy. This toy right here has shirk in it. This toy right here is no good. This comes from the cultivating oneself upon seeking the pleasure of Allah. Seeking the pleasure of Allah. Allah, He guides those people like this. And the Quran will be a guidance for those people. يَهْدِي بِهِ مَنِ اتَّبَعَ رِضْوَانَهُ سُبُلَ السَّلَامِ. Allah, He guides by way of the Quran those who seek His pleasure. The paths of As-Salam. The paths of Salam. Yani the home of As-Salam and the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of safety and security for Al-Qalb As-Salim.